Peace, and welcome to a PaRappa the Rapper episode of Oddly Familiar. Today we will be taking a look at 10 samples that were used in PaRappa the Rapper. A sample is just a small section of a sound or piece of music that was used in another piece. Some of my favorite songs use samples, so I don't want anyone to think I am speaking negatively about samples. I'm just pointing them out. Anyways, on with the episode. Our first entry is a double whammy. This one song from PaRappa uses samples from two different songs. Here is All Masters Rap, the bathroom song.
Or I will fall to the floor. Or I will fall to the floor. Kick, punch, tie, and chop the door.
Here is Three Dog Night, Fire Eater. The first sample from this song that we will talk about is the organ. Just listen for those two long notes. A little bit of editing can go a long way when it comes to producing a track. Just slowing down or speeding something up and inserting it into your track might make a world of difference. This is a good example of completely changing the feel of the source.
You check the toilet on the right. Did you check the toilet on the left? Did you check the toilet on the left? Okay. Or I will fall to the floor. Or I will fall.
Our second part of the double whammy comes from the same PaRappa song.
Kick, punch, turn, shut the door. Or I will fall to the floor. Or I will fall to the floor.
And here is Shades of Brown, The Soil I Tilled for You. This sample comes from the same section as the previous entry, but this sample is the drums. The Soil I Tilled for You comes from 1970, well before PaRappa the Rapper dropped on the PlayStation 1.
This morning I don't even wanna say to you. Kick, punch, turn, and chop the door. Kick, punch, turn, and chop the door. Or I will fall to the floor.
Number 8 is a song from PaRappa Part 1 titled Cheap Cheap, the Cooking Chicken Rap. Here is YOUNG-HOLT Unlimited, Wah Man. This is a direct drum sample, just sped up slightly, but still recognizable. I do have to say, sampling drums is very common, especially back in the day when people first started to do it. If you can't afford a set of drums, sample someone else's and chop it up a bit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I have actually done this exact same thing, so I can't speak bad about it when I am guilty of it too.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
M-I-X the flour to the bowl.
M-I-X the flour into the bowl.
Baking a cake, yes.
Number 7 is Chop Chop, Master Onion's Rap.
Me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Be sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick,
Kick,
punch.
Now let's compare that to the Commodores, the assembly line. Another direct sample of drums. What can I say? If you need drums, sample them and chop them up. And if you don't know who the Commodores are, I would say you probably at least know a former member. How about Lionel Richie? The Commodores were his first group before he went solo. The assembly line came out in 1974, about 20 years before Lionel was asking if he was who you were looking for.
Yeah, I see you're getting better. Kick to the limit in order to get her now. Kick, punch,
kick, punch.
chop, block.
Up next, in our number 6 slot, is a track called Donut's Head. And here is the Funkadelic song titled Good Old Music. yes, that is a direct sample of the drums. Some of these drum loops are quite popular, and I think some of our viewers will know them from other songs. Whether they are pop songs or dance songs, these drums have been heard in clubs across the globe. Our fifth entry is titled Katie and Sunny Funny Band Anthem.
Ready? Let's go. PaRappa.
And that comes from James Brown, Funky President. People, it's bad.
Funky down.
This isn't the first time we have mentioned James Brown in a samples episode. He has a recognizable voice that has been sampled a ton. But this one is yet some more drum samples. I will give the composer of the PaRappa soundtrack some credit. Most of his samples are only drums, which means he composed most of the instruments that are laid over the drums.
Ready? Let's go. PaRappa.
Number 4 is our first entry from the second PaRappa the Rapper game.
I gotta believe.
This sample comes from a group named Besides, a song titled Change the Beat, female version.
This stuff is really fresh.
So you may be happy to hear that this one is not a drum sample. This one is vocals while being scratched by a DJ right before they say the word fresh. And that fresh sample is quite popular as well. It's one of the most scratched vinyls ever produced. I could do an entire episode just about the word fresh. I have found a list that has over 2,000 entries that sampled that song. But on this PaRappa version, they cut the sample short right before the word fresh is said.
I gotta believe.
Our number 3 entry is PaRappa's live rap with MC King Kong Mushi.
Feeling out there, you feeling good? We're gonna put on a show out there for everybody. Check this out.
And that comes from the Four Seasons, December 1963, Oh What a Night. That piano was replayed on the PaRappa version, but that is the same riff. Maybe there's a different version they could sample that piano from, but on this track there are some drums in the way. With no way to edit those out, the easiest thing to do would be to replay the piano. And that's what I believe happened here.
I gotta be seen. You gotta do what? I gotta believe.
Hey, yo, everybody, just check out the way I live.
Number 2 is another one from PaRappa the Rapper Part 2. Here is the loading screen. And here is NAIROBI featuring the awesome foursome, Funky Soul MAKOSSA.
The awesome, we'll rock ya. To the funky.
This one is another vocal sample. A DJ got a hold of the vinyl and put together a small routine, and they used it for the loading screen. A unique track, maybe not the style you hear in video games very often, but it is from PaRappa the Rapper after all. Released in 1982, the song Funky Soul MAKOSSA is one of the oldest hip-hop songs to be sampled in a video game. Our top spot may be my favorite PaRappa song. Here is Instructor Mussolini's rap.
Step on the gas.
Step on the brakes.
Step on the brakes.
Now step on the gas.
And here is Turtles Have Short Legs by the band Can. I don't even know where to begin with this one. I guess I'll say, yes, turtles do have short legs. But did you really need to make a song about that? There are a lot of animals with short legs. I guess they like turtles.
I like turtles.
Out of all of the songs from PaRappa the Rapper, this one makes me laugh. And it's not a drum sample. They really didn't even try to hide the sample, so it was pretty easy to recognize. And it made our top spot.
Step on the brakes, step on the brakes, step on the brakes, step on the brakes, step on the gas, step on the gas. I'm glad you know which way to go, but it ain't gonna stop me. Here we go. Check and turn the signal to the right. Check and turn. Kick, punch, turn, shut the door.
So I'm not 100% sure all of the samples were cleared, but considering this game was going to be released worldwide in a game on a popular console, I assume they cleared all of the samples. It would be the smart thing to do. But after doing so many episodes and seeing so many blatant uses of samples and riffs, I don't even know anymore. I just hope nobody gets sued because I point out some stupid sample that wasn't cleared. Anyways, see you next time, and until then, I am still ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.
You win.
Ribbit, I can't hold it. Last toilet with me have me already sold it. In the rain or in the snow, I got the funky flow, but now I really got to go.
In the rain or in the snow, you got that funky flow, but now you really gotta go.
The toilet over there will bring you luck, so give up, I got no time to spare.
The toilet over there will bring you luck, so give up, I got no time to spare.
In the rain or in the snow, I got the funky flow.